Hey all, Pat Reinhart here from Conductor, and the question right now is, what are the top 3 trends I think are happening next year? Number 1 is something I've been talking about for a really long time, which is companies need to be more specific. When you look at AI overviews and you look at the rise of passes-based ranking, you're seeing that most of those results are in those AIO results. And I think that most people need to differentiate themselves and not just talk like voice of God, if that makes sense, like from the brand, like, hey, the brand thinks this, the brand thinks that. No, who are the individuals in your organization? Who are the people in your organization that have these ideas, who have these thoughts, who have these stats? That's what you need to focus on, which goes on to my next one, which is number 2, which is authorship. So you need to talk about the entities within your organization. Like, who are the people, right? Again, you can't just come from your brand and say, this is what the brand thinks. We think that we have the greatest selection on earth, or we have the greatest service, or we have the greatest product on earth, right? You need to be like, no, Steve from my business or my brand has the best idea, and he has all of this content out there in Google's index that understands that, right? And then the third thing is, unfortunately, going to come down to user-generated content on Reddit and other forums like Quora. A lot of brands that I've been talking to have actually been braving the waters of Reddit and going in and actually talking about their brands, also engaging with customers. A couple of tips that I've heard is, do not get into pricing conversations, do not get into arguments with people. People on Reddit are very volatile. But at the same time, that is going to be a big part of everyone's 2025 plan. Bonus one, obviously, is everything going on with generative search engines. I do not think that we are going to see a lot of shift there next year, meaning Perplexity.ai and Search GPT, but they are certainly going to grow. But next year is a learning year, everybody. Let's all learn. Let's understand that this is a thing, but also remember that Search GPT gets half the traffic of DuckDuckGo, which is less than 1% of the overall search market. So again, we're in a learning phase right now. Don't alter your entire strategy, but certainly learn and understand that it's coming. And those are my 3 ideas.